right. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. It's kind of a pretty day. I mean, bottom line is we're alive. And there's no snow. There's no hail. There's no tornadoes. So it's a beautiful day. I'm walking a little slow because some friends of mine decided to beat me up without, leaving bruises. Augustine on Monday, thanks, dude. I'm sure you're listening over there at Fearless Boxing Gym. If you weren't so young and tough, I'd take you, buddy. I'm going to meet you in the back alley and take you down. Folks, Fearless Boxing Gym. Oh, my God. What an awesome place. They're our guest today on the radio. We're going to be talking to them in a minute. But let me tell you what, man. I hear people talking about, oh, it was leg day. Oh, it was leg day. I can't walk. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, bunch of babies. Well, yesterday afternoon and this morning, I couldn't walk. I didn't know it was leg day. I was doing squats. And Augustine said, Mr. Nathan, you have perfect form. I'm like, yeah, buddy, I look good. I didn't realize that, like 500 squats later with perfect form, I couldn't walk for 2 days. So if I sound a little slow, it's because I am, man. I'm hurting. And then Nancy had me doing bag workout. And you hear, a girl's telling you, right? A girl's going, come on harder. Don't give up. Don't quit, Nathan. Don't quit. And come on, you can't quit when a girl's calling you out saying, don't quit. Come on, get down uppercuts. Come on, get down lower. Oh, man, you hit like a girl. So what am I going to do, right? I'm going to hit of course, I've seen some of the girls at Fearless. I wish I could hit like some of those girls, man. Let me tell you what. Ashlyn Rayna, Nancy Wagner, whoo, hit me like that. I'm going to go down for the count. So, folks, I'm a little slow today because I got workout yesterday and today, and it's awesome, man. The sweat just pouring out of every pore. Oh, well, we're going to talk about what they do over there, but I just wanted you guys to hear that and know that this old fat boy, I know, I'm like Muhammad Ali. I look pretty. I'm so pretty. You can't hurt me. But I got to get skinny now, too. Or not skinny, but I got to get in better shape. I can't let James Roy Rayna be the best-looking dude in the studio forever, Even Dick over there, Dick even looks better than me, He was talking about, boy, you got a big old belly. So I hope you guys are laughing at me because that's my goal this morning. My goal is whoever's listening is just going, what a goofball. Beautiful day, a lot going on, a lot of good things going on, folks. Look at Facebook and look for events that are coming up that are good, that are family. This weekend is the Americana Festival, Americana Music Festival. It's the first annual. It's the first one Conroe's ever put on. It's a group of people, basically of the Downtown Merchants Association, and a whole lot of other people got together and said, let's bring a big old frickin' music festival down here. Now, I would have never expected 54 bands in 3 days. To me, that's almost biting off more than you can chew. But guess what? It looks like they not only made it happen, it looks like they are going to exceed expectations. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, some great music, all indoor venues. There's going to be outdoor stuff. It's like a festival. It's not quite like a festival like the Catfish Festival and things like that in KIdzFest, but it's still outdoor stuff. There's still food trucks and there's still vendors, but 6 venues, 2 tents, 4 indoor venues. So, 4 of them are air conditioned, or at least 3 that I know of. And it's just going to be a heck of a party. It's going to be a heck of a deal. So go to Facebook and check out that Americana Music Festival page. See what's happening. Good friend of mine, Stacy Grant, up there Saturday night, has a Cinco de Mayo Fiesta fundraiser for that Christian school, that Christian Academy up there. We might be having her on the air Friday. We're not sure, talking about it. So find some fun stuff, folks. Find out what's going on in your community and get involved. Get involved in something positive. Get involved. Give back an hour a month if that's all you can do. Take your kids and let them learn how to give back. If money's tight, find $5 a month to give to somebody. $5 a month to give to somebody. That's a start. And then you and the kids and husband, wife, y'all just look at each other in the mirror and say, we made a difference today. So make a difference in your life by making a difference in somebody else. Anyway, we're going to take a quick little commercial break. And when we come back, folks, we are going to be fearless with Fearless Boxing in the house. James Roy Rayna, Nancy, Don't Mess With Me Wagner, going to be talking about what's happening over there. You're listening to Montgomery County Lifestyle with Nathan Arrazate on Lone Star Community Radio, your community radio station, and we'll be right back.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Drive time in Montgomery County, na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na. All right, folks, welcome back. You're listening to Montgomery County Lifestyle with Nathan Arrazate, and we are live on 104.5, 106.1. And if you're in your office right now, you could be, or hopefully you are, listening to us at www.irlonestar.com. You got my show on Fridays, or Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, and you got tons of other talk shows, incredible music. Dick Schisler is the owner of this place, the general manager of this radio station. There's so much this thing offers. It is community. It is all about community. So tune in to my show, but tune into other people's show and get involved financially. We need you to get involved. Don't make us do a telethon, because I'll dadgum it. I'll do it. Ain't that right, Nancy? You know what? In fact, I think we need to do that. We're going to talk about that later. Telethon time in Texas. Folks, we have James Roy Reyna in the house from Fearless Boxing. We have Nancy, Don't Make Me Smack You Down, Wagner in the house from Fearless Boxing. Incredible boxing gym. It's operated as a charity, 501c3, and we've got a ton to talk about. I love these people. I love what they do. So many people in this community love what they do, and let's find out what they do. James, thank you for being here. Nancy, thank you for being here. James, how you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Dude, you haven't gotten beat up. You're kind of like Muhammad Ali and me. You still look pretty. What's going on?
I learned from the best, I guess.
You bob and weave, or you just don't fight much?
Yeah, I'm smart. I know who to select, who to get in the ring with. You know?
Folks, James is not just somebody who talks it. He actually is a boxer. In fact, he's been semi-retired for a while. Rumor has it, in June, you're coming out of retirement.
Yeah, I mean, I've been promising my students and my clients for years that I was going to get in the ring, go to ringside, and this and that, and the other, and I never got to ringside in these other shows because I wanted to get under 200, which, you know, now I found someone that's over 200, and I think I can take him. So, so I'm going to jump on it. I think I've seen this guy fight a couple times. He's a little short man from Victoria, Texas, and he's stout, and he's, you know, he shouldn't be walking at his weight because he's so short. But hey, you know, that's where he's going to mess up.
So let me ask you. So what you just said was he's short.
Yeah.
So you're calling him out for being short.
Well,
so what's going to happen if that short dude has a heck of an uppercut and pops that chin, dude?
No, the guy beats everybody up. I've seen him. He wins all the time, but he's not going to win this time. Okay, so
because you're fearless.
Well,
so is this the live announcement?
Well, yeah, it basically is. I haven't really gone. I think I talked to someone on Facebook and mentioned it that I'm gonna. But yeah, this is the word right here. Yeah.
All right, folks, you heard it here. This will be on YouTube in about a day or two. We're going to post it live on air. Tell everybody what you're doing June, what is it, 24th?
24th, yeah.
June 24th, what are you doing?
June 24th, I'm going to have a match with a man. He's 46, and we're in the Masters division. After you're 36 or 40, and depends what tournament you're in, you fight in you're a master. So you're minimize the minutes you fight. So we're going to fight like minute and a half, which it didn't matter to me. And then it's just something we're going to do. You know, it's a master tournament, and I'm just excited to do this for the kids and to come out and do my thing, you know, show them what I do. Now, I mean, this guy, I'm not going to take him lightly, though. I mean, he's short. Everybody he beats up is way, way bigger than him, way taller than me, and I've seen it with my own two eyes. But, you know, I just didn't think those were the guys he should be fighting. I'm the guy he needs to be fighting. So.
Dude, so you heard it. He's coming out of retirement. What's your nickname? You got to have a nickname besides James Roy Reyna.
Back in the day, yeah, they used to call me the Tomahawk because I had hair back almost to my butt, you know, and I used to have real long hair. I had a mohawk like Joe Dirt, you know, something like that. But not as ugly as his.
So are you going to start? You got time? Are you going to grow a mohawk?
No.
Come on, why not?
No,
the kids will love you if you do
Let
it.
me tell you how I got rid of that hair. I opened the gym. I always boxed with long hair and stuff, but I was doing, you know, opened my first boxing gym, and I was in there numerous hours. So you're going to go through experiences. And I swung one time, and my hair flipped to my mouth, and I had a headgear on and my gloves on, and inhaled my hair down the back of my throat. So I was literally choking on my hair. So I cut it off, and I'm never going to grow it back again.
But you could just have a little strip down the middle. Okay, folks, also for those that didn't know, these two people gave me an opportunity that I never had done before, and I got to be the ring announcer back in March Badness. So if, by chance, I get that opportunity again, you said your name was the Mohawk?
Well, they call me, the Tomahawk.
The
James
Tomahawk.
the Tomahawk.
Okay.
That was back in the day, though.
Nancy, what do you think? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, representing Fearless Boxing, James the Tomahawk Reyna.
You got the job, man.
All right, baby.
Awesome.
We got to have you at Master Ceremonies, man. I mean, you did such a great job last time. Really, they loved you. Everybody loved you, and we still love you.
Cool. All right, folks. So that's awesome. That's fun. It is a big deal because not only I'm sure inside you want to prove yourself. You want to. I mean, we always want to know we're not too old or we didn't get out of shape. But you love your kids. You love those kids. When I say kids, folks, I'm talking about the kids that come to that gym, whether they're 6 years old or 26 years old. Nancy, both of them. This is like dad and mom to these kids, and you know you're representing them, and you know you want to do the best for them because they're going to be watching you. So that's cool, dude.
Yeah. I've got 5 years on this guy, which now I think in the Masters there's a 5-year bracket. So he's 46, I'm 51, and I know they're going to make it happen. I already talked to the officials and stuff, and they said, they can make it happen. So
Can I give you some advice?
yes.
Let Nancy be part of your training, and she'll get you in shape.
I know that.
Let me
I
tell you
I
what.
try and stay away from her at the gym, really, honestly.
Dude,
I mean, it's
she shows no
minimal
mercy.
without let her tell me what to do. I'm on the other side when she's doing class. I see how she hurts the people, really. I mean, I've seen her really give some real tough, physically fit guys exercises where they just, they couldn't say enough about what she did to them.
Well, and here's another thing. Why do people call them burpees? That's stupid. Isn't that called bends and thrusts? That's what I grew up calling bends and thrusts. And the military calls them bends and thrusts. Burpee sounds like wimpy.
Yeah.
Bends and thrusts. They hurt.
They sound scary.
Some scary. Okay, so let's talk about when we had you here before March Badness was going on. That was the big, huge boxing match. Dude, fill everybody in because my understanding is it was one of the biggest, most well-prepared, most well-executed. And that's not what we're saying. The feedback from the Gulf Coast was that you guys just were off the chain.
Well, we've always got, they used to do feedbacks on every show that they did. And, I'm not trying to brag, but we've always had really good feedback on our shows. And she's been to every one of them. So I give all the credit to this woman here. She's an organizer. I'm not, I know the people, but she puts it all together. And
People need to hire her to put on their shows.
Yes, no doubt. And I got to give a big shout out to all the sponsors, man. I mean, we had some great sponsors that made our show what it was. And I just can't thank the community enough for what they did on all the sponsorship on that show because it was awesome from the trophies to the.
Yeah, those are some of the coolest trophies I've ever seen.
It was. I mean, that was just awesome. And, we want to do something different for these kids. You go to these big major shows and they give out these little wimpy trophies for someone who went and fought their heart out, and it just ain't right. I mean, we want to get them something nice. If anything, a tall trophy, just something nice. But we had a welding company that one of our customers works at, and they donated these things. And then one of the other guys owns a paint and body shop, Sharks Paint and Body Shop, painted them for us, and he did a real nice job. I mean, I couldn't say enough about everything that went together on that
And
show.
the Shark and Sons is the paint and body shop. Folks, listen, go to Facebook, go Google them, check them out. The Shark, not only is he an incredible paint and body dude,
He's our volunteer coach.
he's a major volunteer
Him and
coach.
his wife, yes.
He and his wife, they put blood, sweat, and tears, their money, their time, their energy. I mean, think about owning a body shop and then spending time working on somebody's body from the inside spiritual side out to the physical up there as well. So you need to go see the Shark and Sons,
he's
man.
a good guy. He really is. And, he's got a graduating son and a graduating stepdaughter that's graduating like in 2 weeks. So we hadn't seen him here lately. I know he's got to go make some money to pay for all this stuff going on in his life right now. But no, he calls, and we just call him, and he's there. and he's there day in, day out. But like I said, last couple of days, he's got to make some money.
Well, and Nancy, I mean, really, you put on an event that I see other people putting on for elected officials and stuff, and they do great jobs. Yours was a little harder because you didn't have that name. You didn't have the county judge. You didn't have the state rep. You didn't have, the people to go to with those deep pockets. And you put together a show that was classy, that was fun, that was safe, and there were, tell me right, 600-700 people or so throughout the day coming and going?
We have a lot of feedback from just people that we know, and they say that our show is just as good as any pro show, if not way
And it was
better
like
than
35 or 36 fights?
and usually we have like
Oh my God!
8
Think
to
about
10
it,
fights
man.
fall out, and I think we had 2 fall out.
And you had people standing by ready to go if need be.
Yeah, and it was a nasty, rainy day that day. I mean, it just
And there was there were 2 other big events in the area that have a huge draw and big money. So people had in advance had paid huge money. They had to go. And some of those people wanted to come back. John Alfaro of 4A Discount Bail Bonds, they were at another event. They wanted to come, and so many people wanted to be a part. So we're going to tap into them this next time.
Yes.
But yeah, Nancy, if anybody out there is thinking about putting on a boxing show or MMA or something like that, don't know if she can do it, but you need to give Nancy Wagner a call. Pay her for some advice, some consulting. She'll give you one piece of advice. I'm your agent now, okay? You be my agent on ring announcing, and I'll be your agent on that.
But he's my boss.
Okay. So pay them. So, okay, let's move along from March Badness. What good awareness did you get out of that? What good things happened because of you putting that show on, coming on this show, and not just me promoting it, but George Hosey and different people promoting it and get involved. What's happened?
Well, we're just getting a lot of people that are knowing about us. I mean, the more shows we have, the more, things we do out in the community, the more exposure we have, and they know what we're going to be about. They know what we're trying to do for the community, and we're going to continue doing it with or without them, of course, like we have been. But it's coming together. People are really coming out and helping. I mean, we've got an air conditioned guy, Chad. What's his name? Chad Jones. Chad Jones. I mean, I can't say enough about that guy. That guy is just AC. I mean, I can go on and on. Boat, I mean, there's just so many people that really were key players to making this happen. But now that they help us make this happen, we get exposure through people that never been to a boxing event. They go see us and they go, "Wow, man, we went to." Oh man, these. I mean, they don't even want to leave. I know they got prior things to do. They can't wait for 38, 35 fights. They got to go somewhere, and I understand. But even toward the end, the Matt Suniga and Hunter Nance. I mean, they had the best fight of the night.
Man, that fight was insane.
I mean, I wish everybody would have stayed and watched that fight. That was just an awesome. And they're friends. They're friend rivals. He's from another gym, but he trains at ours because he's local, and and they're just kids. They're gonna. Have little rivals against each other, but they put on a good show, man. I mean,
one thing I noticed that day, the majority of the winners would stand up and okay, because they won, and then immediately they would drop it down a notch. They'd reach across, they'd shake hands. They knew not to rub it in the face, and the majority of the winners that day would open the ropes for the other guy to go out first. Yes. You don't always see that in other stuff, and it's a misconception. People think boxers and fighters are bad kids and street kids. Okay, so some of them are street kids because they need to get off the streets. Yeah. But especially in a gym like y'all's, you teach them respect. You teach them to respect themselves, to respect God, to look at themselves, and then to love others and respect others. And that's just it's just a sport. It's an art.
It is.
So many of these guys, they're buddies before and buddies after. But when that bell goes ding, oh Lord, look out! Hell has no fury like. Right. Boxer,
you can train all you want and think you got all the wind in the world, but when adrenaline goes and someone's really trying to knock your head off, your breathing just changes a little bit, But that's the key, you got to relax in that ring, and we tell people all that. Relax. How do you relax when someone's trying to knock your head off and bust your nose or whatever? But
because of training, you have to get in the ring and keep on and on training. It's repetition. Right. So, okay, so show was great, awareness. I understand you guys got a new ring. Is that anything we want to talk about?
Yeah, we did. Well, Robin Lane had a gym up off of Rogers Road, I believe, in Willis, and he had it for a while, Lane's Boxing and Fitness, and he's got kids and he just didn't have time. He was open a couple hours a day, 2 or 3 days a week. And, and I guess he sold the building and he donated that ring. He's trying to sell it, but, and then he found out we were looking for another ring and he donated it to us, through, 501(c)(3). We gave
But that's wonderful because the community came together for you,
Yeah,
saw that you had the need, and they didn't really have it right then. So instead of it just going to waste or just looking at it as money, they took it as a bigger thing than money. They invested.
That's right.
They
And
invested
it was
in your
awesome
kids.
of them to do that. Yes, it was. It was very awesome. And, I've always paid, 7,000 to 10,000 a ring, and we get one donated. So that's pretty cool.
Folks, what James and Nancy won't tell you is James Roy Reyna is JR Masonry. Okay, JR Masonry. Google it, Facebook it. This guy can build you a block mailbox, or he can build you a blocks. He can block in your 400-bed resort and hotel and rock walls and rock driveways. And I mean, it's insane what this guy could do. Give him 10 acres and $10 million, and he'll make you a Taj Mahal. And I'm your agent too. No. But what I want to tell you is these people have sunk all kinds of tons of money and energy. They've worked for free. So that's why I love them so much and want to promote them is we need to get them support. They're a 501(c)(3), and they're making it. But it would just be nice for them to have some breathing room. It would be nice for them to be able to just sit back and, kind of just not have to worry about paying their own bills and the nonprofits' bills and the kids that need help and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah,
Pay the
we
staff.
want to pay some of our hard work. Gas money. We're not trying to give them high. We wish we could, but hey, I just want to treat them.
Wouldn't it be neat if somebody dropped off $10, $25 gas cards?
I mean,
Really, $10,
cool.
$25 gas cards. If somebody's
Never
out
thought
there,
about that.
once a month, if somebody could think about $10, $25 gas cards, that would help because some of these people that train there, some of these coaches, they're training themselves and they're just giving back. And you guys can't pay them. You try to help them. But anyway, so God will take care of that.
Amen. Yes,
So
yes,
what do we want to talk about next? You guys got a lot. We'll take a break in a few minutes, but what do you want to talk about before we take the break?
No, I just right
KIdzFest?
offhand. Well, yeah, KIdzFest. Let's do KIdzFest. Yeah, KIdzFest was awesome. Saturday, we had a really busy day Saturday we had KIdzFest. I was out at the gym. Well, they tore down the ring, surprised me, and tore down the ring when I walked in there, and I was like, oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. It was torn out. We loaded it up. By 7:30, 8 o'clock, we were down in the square, and I've got this ring. It's a pin lock ring. It don't use no bolts, nuts, and it's the most awesomest ring. We're getting so good at it now, and tearing it down, putting it back up, because that's a big deal. Rings is always a big hassle, but this ring really isn't. You get 5 willing to work guys, and man, we can make it happen real quick. But anyway, that we did that. We set up. We were there. It lasted from 10 till 5, and we were anticipating rain. We had a tarp ready to cover the ring, but man, by God's grace, we did not have not one. I think we drizzled like at 3 or something. It stopped, but we had an awesome turnout. We worked out tons of kids. We worked our coach staff, what we had there, out. I mean,
They had to been exhausted. I saw you guys posting videos,
oh,
man.
It's just all day. These kids were lined up wanting to get in there and hit these bags. I mean, just all women, children. I mean, a lot of kids, man. They were just going up there and they want the gloves. They want some, and they just loved it. They went and did it. And anyway, in the midst of that, we had 2 coaches weighing in and having 3 of our fighters fight at Greens Point, where later that evening, we had our pro fighter, Augustine Rodriguez, who won his first win in a pro match by knockout, and it was just awesome. So it was just a busy day from the morning till way in the evening, and I mean we redid it. We had our staff, and I know I'd mentioned on Facebook that we just separated. We all did our chores that day, and everybody got to work that day.
Front page Conroe Courier too, man.
And that was cool. Yeah.
Thank you, Catherine, Andy, Megan. Who was the reporter?
The
Megan.
Courier's really helping us a lot.
Megan's awesome. She loves you guys too, by the way.
They are. The Couriers really. And before they had someone that really was into us. When I had my gym before, which was cardio, boxing gym, and now we're Fearless and we're another name, but still, we're getting the new generation of people and the Courier that are really, responding to us and seeing what we're doing. And we're changing lives, man. And
Andy, Catherine, Megan, don't give up on these guys. Give them some. They're the real deal. They can help out in all of Conroe, Montgomery County, but especially in the area of town that, let's be honest, a lot of people don't go over there.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not going to call anybody out, but a lot of people like to get on Facebook and talk about what they're doing, you know, but a lot of people aren't doing it over there, and you guys are. You guys are. So it's 11:27. We're going to take a break. It's our long break. When we come back, we're going to dive right in. You guys have a list of things you want to talk about, and we're going to let you guys just fly. Does that sound good? Folks, Fearless Boxing Gym in the house. You're listening to Montgomery County Lifestyle with Nathan Arrazate on Lone Star Community Radio, and we'll be right back.
A Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internship opportunities, a Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to grab the mic and be on the air. A Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world all year round. Be an on-air personality, talk show producer, or YouTube, TV, podcast editor. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776.
All right, folks, we're back. Montgomery County Lifestyle with Nathan Arrazate on Lone Star Community Radio, your community radio station. We have Fearless Boxing Gym in the house. We have James Roy Reyna, James the Tomahawk Reyna. We have Nancy Wagner. Nancy, don't jack with me, boy, Wagner. All right, the guys have been doing all the talking, and you know what? I'm tired of it. No offense, James. I love you. You're so pretty. Nancy, we need to talk to you. And did you see me just get boosted there? I got some new energy. I just had a wonderful phone call message. Give a special shout out to you-know-who. We're fixing to rock this world, baby. We got a 5-day promotional going on, and we are going to rock it. And I'm going to bring you guys into it somehow. I don't know how. So, Nancy, and folks, I'll be announcing that tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, tune in. Big announcement. Nancy, talk to us about Fearless. There's a couple of things that we've got on the list that we want to talk about. What's the very first thing that, and I know what it is, but tell the listeners what's fixing to happen.
We have our cardio classes Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Now, cardio boxing, folks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. in the morning and 6 p.m. in the evening. So that's 6 classes a week right there. Are you still doing Zumba with that?
Yes, Zumba is Monday and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m.
So there's 4 classes a week of Zumba. So you put those together, and that's 10 classes a week. That's more than 40 classes a month. And it's how much?
$40.
40 freaking stinking dollars, folks. $1 freaking dollar a class. A class. And I'm telling you, you can look all pretty with your pretty little LuLaRoe little leggings on, and you can go with your little sports bra. Well, guys shouldn't do that. Well, I don't know. Some of them probably need it. And you can go down to your air-conditioned gym and, be golden down there. Or you can freaking come down to you guys, and I guarantee you, folks, I don't care how good a shape you're in, 30 minutes in your gym with one of you guys or some of your coaches, and you're freaking dying. But that's what you want, right? You want that heart rate up. You want that cardio, right? You want to burn those muscles. And you guys, you have a method. You don't just go, hey, go over there. And it's not hitting a bag. There's some days we never put on our gloves, do we? There's some days when we're just working out. So $40 a month, 40 plus classes a month. That's insane. And what a great way to get started and find out maybe you do or maybe you don't want to sport, right?
Right.
Maybe you never want to get in that ring. But maybe you just want to freaking look good.
Look good and get your body moving again.
And healthy.
And healthy. We've got a gentleman in there about our age. Couldn't bend his knees when he first started. He's running now. He's riding a bike. Wow. He's moving. He's doing sit-ups, push-ups. I mean, everything that everybody else is doing, he's doing it once again.
Wow.
Yes.
And there's so many, what's cool is the untold stories that we don't know, that maybe that heart attack that never happened, that stroke that never happened, that diabetes that never happened, right?
Exactly.
Because we're getting in shape. I mean, I felt the difference when I first started about 2 months ago. I immediately, the first week I was dying. My back, remember how back, because I've got a terrible back, and I do have hurt spine. Mm-hmm. So the first week was hard on me, and y'all pushed me. but you also knew when to let me kind of lighten up because I wasn't just being a baby. But then that second week, it didn't hurt as bad. It felt better, you know? So, folks, think about getting involved that way. And there's no contract.
No.
So, if you try it a month and you don't like it, you can quit. Or you can go sign those contracts and be all pretty and put your makeup on and go be fluffy. Or you can just come look freaking like a real person and feel good. Did I call them out? I did call them out, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
All right. All you fluffy people, have fun. Come see us. What else you got going?
You can pay for a membership
And by the
they never
way,
use.
yeah, I haven't done Zumba yet, but I'm laughing about it because I've seen them. Oh my God, to dance for an hour the way they dance, I don't know if I could move the next day.
Well, we're going to
Immediately
film
fall.
it if you do. You will be on Facebook, buddy. Trust me.
Yes.
I may have to come tonight.
I dare you.
Oh, girl called me out and dared me.
Oh, God.
Oh God, mommy. Okay, what else?
Change the subject.
Yeah.
We have our camp going to start up. Registration is starting next week. It starts June 5th. The hours will be Monday through Friday, 1 to 5. Our camp coordinator will be Denise Garcia. She's going to teach like swim safety. We're going to go swimming a few days. We'll go to the movies. We're going to do Bible studies, nature walks, nutrition talks and stuff by the importance of eating right, getting out from in front of the computer and the game machines, and getting in the gym, if not in the gym, just outside playing and doing things.
So that's called Warriors for Christ.
Warriors for Christ.
Folks, if you're listening today live, or you're going to hear the podcast or the YouTube video, if you feel it in your heart, some of these kids can't afford it to maybe help that, but your own kids. It's a camp here in town. They're going to learn about healthy eating, healthy living. They're going to work out, but there's Bible involved. Come on, man. Churches, Pastor Berger over there at First Baptist, maybe you guys got some people that can get involved. Do you guys, if anybody wants to maybe volunteer, do you need that or do you not need any volunteers?
Oh, sure. We'd love volunteers to help because we hope to get a big group this year. At the end of the camp, instead of getting a certificate like most kids and camps give you, a certificate, a T-shirt, well, you're going to get the certificate, you're going to get the T-shirt, but you're also going to get an engraved Bible to take home so they can continue to study and read the book.
Wow. That's pretty cool. We're gonna help promote that on Facebook, folks. Be looking at Fearless Boxing on Facebook. That's the #1 place to go. Montgomery County Lifestyle would be honored to help share that as well too. Folks, please get involved. And when you see this stuff, if you can't get involved, or if it's not your thing, pray about it and share it. You never know who you're going to share it to. That's pretty cool. Warriors for Christ.
Warriors for Christ.
How long have y'all done this before?
Last year was our first year, and we had very little community support. Although the Army recruiting station, Sergeant Gerving and them, they provided us with the Bibles to present to the children at the end of the camp.
Wow. Are they doing that again this year?
I don't know who's doing it. Their budget's kind of tight.
Yeah.
So
They really, Sergeant Gerving over there really wants to get his men and women involved in the community
extremely.
in more ways than just being looked at. There's a lot they do, like with you guys. They're not doing it for show.
No.
They're not doing it with a big sign that says, "Hey, come look at us, what we're doing."
No, at every one of our shows, the Army comes out and they do the name tags and they put a Bible scripture on the name tags, one that they choose or one that a child or an adult may favor. They put the Bible scripture on there. And
They even escort our fighters out at pro fights and stuff.
Do they really?
Yeah, they ask it when we walk them from the dressing room out. Hey, they come with the Army. They'll walk it. How many you want, dude? Just come out there. I mean, it's just really cool. You know what I'm saying? And they've really been helpful, and he really shares this on social media. Both his kids were in our program, and of course at KIdzFest, his son sparred 2 little sessions out there. Him and Frankie Ochoa. Oh man, I'm telling you, those kids.
Is that the YouTube video?
Oh man, those kids.
Oh my God.
They're something else, man. I can't say enough about those kids.
They got pretty good form for little kids
Yeah,
too.
they do.
Yes.
I mean, it was amazing. I was watching it this morning, and both of them had pretty good form. And man, I was watching one kid kind of on the body, and he had 3, and he put his hips into it.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
It was good, man. They put on a good show, and people there were, next year I'm gonna have a bullhorn and yell out there, hey, y'all gather around, watch these kids, because there's people walking all over, but we're going to get ideas as years go and attract the people to watch these kids, man, watch what they do. And they do it every day. They ain't never been in concussion in the hospital or a bloody nose. Well, every once and not them, but, I've had bloody nose, but, that's some people you can just thump them on the nose and they bleed.
And not all these kids want to be pro fighters. Not all these kids want to be Rocky. It's a sport.
No.
It's no different than playing soccer. It's no different than playing football to them. It's a sport. They want to be amateurs. They want to get good at it. And then that's it, some of these kids. That's it, right?
Some kids just do it for confidence.
Yeah, that's it.
And one I have in mind is Benjamin Averett. His mother brought him in there. He's just a little slender kid. He was just like little droopy and just come to the gym and he was shy. And, we've had many stories just like this. But this kid here, you look at him and you look at people, you don't know what you really have there, And anyway, he started up and he liked it immediately. And, we started working him on the mitts and stuff. And last night was his first sparring session. And he sparred a kid at like 35 pounds on him. I mean, they're friends, but just to get them in the ring, we didn't get him in. They talked because he's good. I mean, I've worked him on the mitts. He's got a stiff. I mean, just because kids are skinny, man, don't underestimate them. Those are the ones I was afraid of in school, okay? Those kids, because they can move them hands so fast. But anyway, he got in the ring yesterday, and he didn't think he did well. But, man, I'm telling you, I've been doing this. He did well. I mean, he had a bigger guy in front of him, and, yeah, he should have just not stood right in front of him and moved. But, you're going to sharpen him up.
Right.
The main thing was getting in the ring. I always tell kids, a saying, which I've heard it from somebody, but you can't learn to swim unless you get in the water.
Exactly.
And, he got in the water yesterday, and he got thumped in the nose or jabbed in the nose, and he didn't quit. He went to 3 rounds, and, man, that right there is just worth it, everything we do, stuff like that. That kid, and he smiles every day, he gets along, and like we're multicultural, man. We're we got blacks, Hispanics, whites. We've got them all, Orientals, you name it, and we all get along.
You got half
So
Mexicans.
we're one family.
Yeah.
You got half Mexicans.
We're just one family, man. And the goal is for us to pay attention to every kid in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids that come from other gyms and everywhere, all over. They say, they don't pay no attention. They never did me on the hand mitts, and hey, man, that's how they feel that they're doing something. You work them out. You don't do it every day, but then the hand mitts is like something. You gotta know how to punch straight, so you won't punch the coach in the face. We had this one guy. In fact, he's gonna fight at our show. He's a 235-pound, 20-year-old monster. I worked him on the mitts, and I'm telling you, he hit him, man. My arm went like back here, and I was like, hey, dude, let's lay off the power. Let's finesse your punches, and he's starting to understand it. And he's been coming in. He's got a sponsor, Meineke
Complete Auto Care.
Complete Auto Care. They sponsored him, and they're looking to helping us sponsor too. So, that's pretty neat. And that's what these kids need. If they can't afford it, go out and get somebody owns a business. Hey, and tell them, look, sponsor me and go watch me at these hours when I'm doing my training, so you can see what I do.
And here's what's neat. I know I talked to one or two of them. The sponsorship could range. What can being a sponsor mean?
Well, you can sponsor a kid for their membership. I mean, a lot of them can't pay, or
$75 a month.
Yeah,
for $75 a month, they can be there 6 days a week, 5 days, Monday through Friday is from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes.
If they want to be there 8 hours, 5 days a week, they can be there, can't they?
Some of them stay there 3.5, 4 hours. Honestly, literally 3.5, 4 hours. Some of these kids
every single day.
Yeah, every
and
day.
$75 is all they need to pay. But some of them don't have
But what it does
$75.
for them, yeah, it's so worth it. I tell people all the time, man, you go out and spend $75 in one meal, taking a couple people out, this is better than that. This is, you're changing
This is
a kid's
affecting
life.
a life, changing a life.
Their attitude, their mentality, their stress levels.
And a sponsor sometimes is getting them their good-looking silks, their good-looking trunks.
Yeah, helping them buy
Because you
some
got to look,
gloves,
you want to
some
look
wraps,
good. Come on.
Yeah,
I mean, Rocky, look, he had American flags, Or no, that was the other guy.
Yeah, that was
Meineke
Apollo
paid
Creed.
for-
Yeah.
Meineke paid for all of Tyler's stuff to start.
Wow.
Gym bag, equipment, everything. She said.
And you need gloves. You need
Yes.
special gloves.
He needs
you
special
need your own
gloves
stuff.
because
Yeah, she
he's
said-
so big. We looked at his gloves. They wouldn't even lace up. I mean, you can see all his skin right here. I'm like, dude, we got to find you some bigger gloves. But this guy's a monster, and he just. But it's not about that. It's about boxing and technique and fundamental boxing, so we can teach him how to do it properly, not go in there and look like a Wilder.
Yeah. Wow. There's so much, man. So much. People just need to drop by. People
Yeah, they
just need
can
to
come
drop
by
by.
and just sit down and watch them spar. That's what I always tell people. Look, just come by and watch what these kids do. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're sparring nights. You're going to see people working out, doing mitts, but you're going to see them actually get in the ring and exchange like they do every Wednesday and every Thursday. If we're not doing it there, we're doing it at another gym, visiting them, because we go to other gyms to, so they won't get rid of the nerves, because, they just sparred in their ring and then they go fight somewhere. They're going to have that stage fright. But we take them to other gyms, other crowds, so that they'll feel when they have their first fight, that they've been through it before. It's no big deal.
Nancy, what else we got?
We've got Saturday at Candy Cane Park. The joint forces are joining together with Conroe Police Department, Montgomery Sheriff's Department, the Highway Patrol, firefighters. They're putting on the Defenders Challenge, and Fearless Boxing has a team in that.
Here's what's awesome about that. Sergeant Gerving asked me to help build that event page and get it going, and I was honored that he asked me to help do that. It's kind of a co-sponsor between the U.S. Armed Forces recruiting, mainly the Army, but all branches are kind of joining together, and the VFW. I understand Boogie over there at the VFW is going to be cooking, so he's going to start cooking right around 10 o'clock. I think 11 o'clock or so they'll be ready to eat like hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff like that. The challenge starts at 10 a.m. at Candy Cane Park this Saturday, May 6th, 10 a.m. Candy Cane Park. I think registration is going to start pretty early, 8:30, something like that. But it's a 7-person team.
Yes.
Must be a minimum of 2 women on there.
That.
Oh, what is it?
They changed that.
What is it?
The team is open now.
So it can be 5 women or no women.
Right.
Yeah, but I bet you there's some teams with women that are going to kick some freaking teams with men's
There
butt.
you go. Let's do
Like I
it.
said, Dana Vels, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, if you're listening, I want you on my team. And if anybody knows her, let her know that I want her on my team. She'll take it. I think she's sergeant, so I better be nice. Sergeant Vales. So that's like, let's tell everybody, that is the grenade toss. That is the litter carry. So there's going to be 1 person on the litter, 4 people carrying. It's all timed events. It's going to be a tire roll and pull. It's going to be a sandbag / ammo box carry. What else? There's 1 more event. It's 5 events.
They were going to do, I don't know if they made it or not, they were going to do the belly crawl to where you got a belly crawl underneath, pick up an item, lay on your back, and then crawl back and carry the item through the hole.
That's probably the sandbag ammo carry.
No, that's the one you carry like that.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, there's 5 events. And folks, it's just, and you know what it is? It's all, they've got incredible trophies. My God, have you seen them?
We're taking one home.
Oh my Lord, they're beautiful. It's the American flag / also the bald eagle.
That will be on our desk.
Oh man, it's insane. But he's calling out firemen, law enforcement, so police, sheriff, constable, CrossFit places, 7 men and women that just get together and say, I'm tough, I'm bad. It's about awareness and fun. It's not about only for firemen or law enforcement. It's to thank first responders. It's to thank military. It's to give them awareness and love. But the community is invited out. Man, if you guys are listening, we're going to blow this up too. Get out to Candy Cane Park. It's the first annual. We're talking about a couple of guys just got together and said, let's do this. And it blew up. It blew up. And I know that y'all are helping. You're helping. They're training with you guys, right?
They're training with us. They're not training with us for this event, but they do train with us with their future recruits on Thursdays. We train them on Thursdays.
So they've got people fixing to go into boot camp.
Yes, sir.
And they come and train with you guys. See, folks, that's another thing they're giving back, because these young men and women may get in better shape to perform better while they're there, not get injured, / just perform better, represent themselves better. They're going to go in with extra confidence too.
And team building skills.
Yep. Wow. So Saturday, if we want to cheer you on, 10 o'clock,
10 o'clock.
are you on the team?
I don't know yet.
Are you on the team?
Oh, no. No, I'm going to be in a
They need to-
escuela for Tres Dias with Mr.
Oh, you're going to Tres Dias?
Well, I've been to it, but
But you're going to yeah.
So I've we already scheduled that, so I'll be missing out on that event.
James Gentry. Yep, Jim Gentry got you. Todd Yancey.
Yeah. Well, I did it before them. I did it in Trace DS3, but they did it now.
In 3?
Yeah. So
I was
they're-
19.
So yeah. So y'all were, but still, I hadn't been and served. So I'm gonna, Mr. Gentry, and I want to. I mean, I've went and did some other things involved in it, but not actually served, which I need to do because it's awesome.
Wow. What else you got, Nancy?
Just about ring spaces. We have the ring corners up for sale for advertisement, and they're $1,000 a corner. It's on all 3 sides of the corner. The one corner, red corner, blue corner, white corner. It's $1,000 a corner, but they need to remember that ring goes with us everywhere.
Yeah.
It's at KIdzFest. It's all our shows. It's wherever we go to put an event up. That ring goes with us, so their advertisement would go with us too wherever we go.
And they'll be on Facebook a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. We're doing banners for the gym. Those are $250 a banner, and again, those will go with us if it's allowed to put them on the wall wherever we go in the event that we have.
Right.
If we have space, like at the KIdzFest, we'll tie the banners up around the ring and stuff like that, like we did ours.
So let's touch real quick on June 24th because it's not, there's a lot of planning to do, but June 24th, you have a match coming up. You're going to have 30 plus amateur fights, right?
Yes, sir.
Do we know where it's going to be?
KOA, Lake Conroe KOA.
Where
Same
it was
place
last
as
time?
our
Same
last-
place.
yes.
June 24th, it's a Saturday. 30-something fights probably?
Yes, sir. Doors open at 12 o'clock. Adult tickets are $12. 6 and under is $6. Tables are for sale for $800. It equips 8 people and all the food and non-alcoholic drink they want for the night.
So we'll get more information on that, folks, and we'll promote that out there. And as it gets closer, we'll have you guys back and just focus in on that, maybe bring some of the fighters in. And maybe what we'll do is we'll put a call out to some of the other gyms, and let's get them up here on the radio and introduce them to the people up here and stuff like that as
Maybe
well.
some officials or judges.
Oh,
or people
yeah.
We know that we're friends with.
Who was my buddy? Who was the guy that was so cool to me?
Angel? Was it
Angel.
Herrera?
Yeah,
He's
he even
the chief of officials. Yeah,
yep,
he's
he
a
even
really
he even
cool
told me
guy.
when I did something wrong, but I like that.
Yeah,
he let me know when I did something wrong.
Or it may have been Michael Campbell.
Michael,
Michael
no,
is
Angel was the one that told me I did
president,
something wrong. Michael's the president.
Yeah,
Michael.
and Michael's awesome. Michael's very helpful, man. He's
Very
got-
gracious.
He's now the president. Our president of USA Boxing of the Gulf has retired a couple months ago, a month or so ago, and of course he was vice president. So Mike Campbell is now the president of the Gulf, which is our LBC. So it's
Well, we're about to end, so let's tell everybody how to get a hold of you. How do they find Fearless Boxing? And I'm going to hold this up. Maybe I can get the camera to come in and
We're
zoom
located
in.
on South Frazier. When you come into Conroe on South Frazier on the left-hand side, it's 1214D where the bingo parlor is. Tejas Bingo. We're in the inside corner. And hopefully we'll be moving into a bigger location right next door, double our size. That's what we're leaning toward right now, and because of our sponsors.
And we're going to put those sponsors on the Facebook page again and stuff like that. But Fearless Boxing Gym, Facebook, Montgomery County Lifestyle will share that. Folks, I'm just going to leave you with what they won't tell you, and that this is their, well, they will tell you, this is their passion. It's about changing lives. But the 3 of us know that as we change lives, our lives are changed for the better too. So quite honestly, we're winners.
Yes, and we want to really, really thank you for what you've done. Really, I mean, your exposure to us is really what we need to do. We're getting involved in the community, and you're a real big leader in the community. And we didn't know how to do it, but I always was told when I met you that things were going to get better, and they have. Man, I appreciate you.
Well, we have a joint person that makes our lives better, and that's Jim Gentry.
Yes, he's
And he holds me accountable. And it hurts when you let somebody like that down, or it hurts when you're not as good as you need to be. Nancy, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for kicking my butt today. and I'm serious, because I'm going to get in better shape. I'm going to feel better. I'm going to look better. And James, thank you
Thank you.
for that passion. And thank you, James, for knowing that that's the glue right there.
I'm telling you.
Folks,
Couldn't do it
Nancy
without
is the glue to everything. And she means the world to so many.
Exactly.
Come see us at 1214D South Frazier. Check out Fearless Boxing. If anybody ever said, Nathan, I owe you, I'm calling in your favor now. Go see him. Go check it out on Facebook. This is something that means the world to me. So, you've been listening to Montgomery County Lifestyle with Nathan Arrazate on Lone Star Community Radio. Thank you, and remember that this is your county, your life, and it is your style.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.